I see you're back for what appears to be the last bit of Chuunibyou for a while, and this being an OVA that has been talked up somewhat, so I'm kind of anticipating what is going to be included. If it falls in line with what we've seen so far of the series, there's not much to complain about, is there? Of course, for all of you with at least a single functioning brain cell, you would know that being the last thing of Chuunibyou for a while, that there has to be a new show. And so far, it looks kind of conclusive as to what that would be. If you want to have a see at what that show might potentially be, or actually try to influence the vote yourself, use the link in the description below for my Discord, and the vote is on there and you can have a look. Of course, without further ado though, let's get into Chuunibyou. Him still being so bashful over stuff like that, just because he's so forward with everything else. Too close. We already know personal space is a big issue. It is also nice to see that his hair is slowly growing back. It's because he has no idea himself, does he? I'm glad we're actually seeing a resolution to the ending of that, though. To be fair, with the current weather and being slightly chilly, I could do with a Katatsu. It is kind of ingenious when you think about it. Nice acting. Almost convincing. The cat. Hang on. What did he think he was touching? Don't get the monk, because of his hair. Don't get drawn in with the warmth. But so far, starting off slightly strong, it's giving the exposition of what this is going to be about. It's going to be a Christmas episode, I guess I'll call it. While giving you the exposition and the closure of what happened in the final episode of the season. Yes, she said farewell to her father, and they didn't leave on a sour note, but also moved back. Which I don't think was something that was even discussed. I'm guessing the sister is still over in foreign country. I can't remember where. Has she fully, can't think of the word, but went back into eye patch tyrant eye ways? I'll say yes. You're not normal. Yes, you can say that again. You're not normal, you don't want to do what normal people want, but... You might be moving a bit fast. Bit fast. Quite like Dekamori, just resulting to physical attacks. Especially on stairs. Yes. Don't go grabbing skirts. Good timing, Ishiki. Ah. You have to choose a different date. The fact that she plays along slightly. Well, hold it somewhere else. Apart from Kuin, no one really seems convinced by that option. Yeah. So, what, has her room also reverted back to its original form? No problem. And in normal speak? Okay. That's the house? Not a department store. Cerberus. Well, why not both? You have a butler? I want a butler. Although you're covered in dog paw prints. I don't think I'd ever actually order the butler to do anything. I just want to say that I've got a butler. It is rather extravagant. Nice try. Scream. I think they have the wrong idea of what Santa Claus does. Unless you've put security measures up to stop him. Yeah, what? Has Ishki passed out? He got oddly serious for a second there, and she's asleep. Oh. Nice outfit. I mean, take away the cape, it might be alright. Someone's Okay. Why? You're assaulting her in her own house. Hmm? But still. In what way? Oh, of course. What kind of competition? Cards. Do they know how to play? She's definitely acting like it now. Yeah, she's allowed to be eccentric in all of this if she's um that rich. Just leave. Take her down a notch or two. Mm-hmm. Okay. I think some of these are taking the game a bit seriously. Damn it, Kim. Yeah. When did she leave? Hmm? Huh? Why are you sitting on the rafters and passing out? And you still haven't changed? Oh no. You really think that meaning the staff, would keep a closer eye on what would be in. Really? Can you get drunk off food? To this extent, at least drunk? At least it's one of the better forms of drunk and not like an angry drunk. Useless, but angry drunk. And why do you think that is? At least, oh no. Sit down, don't damage the furniture, don't start jumping around the place. Less for your safety, because drunk people don't usually hurt themselves. Seriously though, why would you make dishes with this kind of effect? Unless it was a plan in place by Dekamori's staff for some reason. Although I'd say, if it wasn't for being drunk, this version of her attitude is slightly better the aloof. They can't be that fast. You're completely sober. You should be able to outrun them. Is she hitting you with an umbrella? If so, where did she keep it? And they're out. He just had to outlast them. Did she get changed? Giving up that easily? But she's more empathic than pretty much anyone else, so... Might be watching a few too many movies for that. I don't want to know where you got that image from. And you sure about that? How that works out, doesn't it? Now they get to spend time alone. Was that a wink or just a blink? Really? Did you eat more cake? I thought she was about to be sick. Probably because she doesn't have the animosity towards you. Oh, people are changing around her and she can't get used to it. Is that what this is? She's quite mature, isn't she, this Nibitani? Yes, you're asleep. You had separate plans already done. Nice. Forward thinking. Never been on a cruise type thing. I mean, this kind of season would be the best with all the lights and elements around. Yeah, she doesn't. Oh, and he doesn't think about it at all, does he? I mean, sure. kind of annoying to watch it on the sidelines, but not with... Yes, with the pinkies again. Why are you here? And still out of it. Who allowed her to come here? So she bribed everyone. The fact that she's still being drawn along with her. She going overboard? One way to do things? Okay, it wasn't. Okay, we're getting that kind of development, are we? Turning into that kind of show. Wasn't really expecting that, but of course. What else is it going to turn into with those? To make that kind of accusation, it's got to be on your mind, love. Rather in sync, aren't they? And again with the balcony climb down. A recurring scene that I generally adore. Hi, Santa! You see, I think this entire episode could have done without the whole, oh, they've put alcohol in the recipe. Other than just making things act stupid for a bit. It didn't really add much. Apart from questions. If it turns out that the only relationship to take on any kind of success is the one that shouldn't exist. I say shouldn't just because of the origins of the characters, but again, it's weird. You always see people who fight and detest each other end up in these kind of situations, don't you? It's in quite a lot of different stories and whatnot. Just the first time it's had Yuri undertones. My God. I quite despise those perfectly timed interruptions that always seem to happen no matter where or when. And this time it was a foghorn. Poor Ishiki. Poor Ishiki. He tries, doesn't he? But that's obviously to be expected when you're dealing with someone with narcolepsy or some other kind of sleep disorder. I wish him the best, but things that can't go right for that guy. Mainly because it's just funny, isn't it? one thing that I am unsure about is watching it at this time, because it's a month before Christmas is when I'm recording this. It's not close enough. It doesn't feel Christmassy yet, so I don't want to be watching a Christmas-based episode. If only it had been like another week or two down the line. Also, how long are Dekamori's parents going to allow her to carry on as she is? It shouldn't families like that really care about their image? If she continues to dishonour the family name by running around and hitting people with her hair, she might be disinherited and find out not to have any money. Her lifestyle stripped away. Still, I know that there's several more Chuunibyou things out there, and a movie as well, which would be fun to get to eventually. If you're looking forward to that in the future, please let me know. If you've enjoyed the episode, comment and like down below. Yeah, that rhymed. Subscribe to the channel if you also want to help and support me. And as I said before, quickly while it's still open, you might want to go down and get your vote in for the future show to be appearing on the channel. You might be able to swing the vote, or just reinforce the winner, whatever way goes. But until then, you can rest well on the sweetness that was most of this OVA, and get some rest. Hopefully I'll see you in the next one.